These, they're actually not bad. Crunchy, tasty. Okay. Hello team, how you doing? Gavin here from the Growing Younger team, and today's Food Tip Friday is that, it's Friday, and generally people on like a Friday night, Saturday night, want to eat lots of chips.
Yeah.
So I got a really cool little hack for you guys, how to make your own chips, healthy chips, without the fat. They're not deep fried, they're actually done in the microwave, which is really cool.
Yeah.
So you've got two potatoes here. And I'm just going to weigh these potatoes. I've got some salt, okay? So I'm going to weigh these potatoes because this is going to know how many calories you're going to eat, okay? So we got 356 grams of potatoes. So when you obviously cook them, they're going to condense a little bit. It'll be lighter at the finished product because obviously a lot of liquid evaporates from them, okay? So they crisp up just a little bit.
And it also doesn't have to be exact, just two average sized potatoes without that size.
That's right. So what else we're going to use? And we're going to just use the flat tray of the microwave, because if you use a plate, what happens is they cook, or when you put them into cook, the side ones cook faster than the bottom ones, okay? So it's better to have them all flat. So you can either use a mandolin, which is make them all nice and thin, or I'm just going to chop them like thin, okay? Yeah. So we're going to chop these potatoes up, and then we'll get that done. Chopped up, okay, you're going to get some slices that are just nice and thin, okay? So some are a little bit thicker than others, and they just take maybe a little bit longer to cook, all right? But if you got a mandolin, you can cut them really sort of thin. But these are cool. These are thick enough.
I did some of the cutting, so some of them are kind of thick.
That's okay. That's cool. We can work with that. It's not perfect. And then what you need is a big bowl of water, okay? And what you're going to do, you're going to pop the potatoes in there. And all that's going to do is going to wash the starch out. So you can starch. The starch is like a protein inside the potatoes, okay? And what you see is it goes all cloudy. So what you need to do, you douse them in, wash them all, and what that does, it helps them crisp up in the microwave, because we're not using tons of fat and oils, which would normally crisp them up. So when you get rid of the starch, it helps it thing. So I'm going to drain this and then fill it up again. So take maybe two goes to wash, and then we'll be ready to go. Give them a big douse, and what happens is they become kind of see-through a little bit more. And what you see as well, I don't know if you can see that, but you can see like the veins and the sort of bits in between. Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? And what happens is when you know they're cooked is that when those veins get dark. I don't know why that is, but that's what I've just found out. I've been making these.
Never knew that.
There you go.
I've never made one of these.
So it's getting there. One more go, and then some baking paper. You're gonna put that on this the microwave plate. Okay. All right. So there's a little bit of a process. You gotta work for your potato chips. It's not just opening a bag and smashing them down. So we're gonna dry them all out for a little bit. Okay. So do a couple of batches. I'm just going to lay them on a piece of kitchen towel like this. And I'm just going to dry them off, okay? That's going to help them crisp up again. So you can put them... Huh?
That's a pretty thick
one. There's a thick one, yeah. And get this over the top so we make sure we space them all out. Won't move us out though.
Do like a layered one?
Yeah, do a layered one. I find that way easier to do. So we're going to put that on there like that. And we're going to lay another couple over the top. I'm going to keep on going. There you go, chuck them on there. As the Kiwis like to say, we say crisps in the UK, don't we?
Yeah.
The Kiwis say chips. So chips in the UK
like
are hot chips.
Yeah.
But in New Zealand, everything's chips, and either hot chips, cold chips, crispy chips, chips.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All right then. So that's all done. Another over the top, and then we're good to go. So can you grab me the spray oil out of the cupboard?
Yeah.
It says on the back, it's 41 grams per 5 mils, okay? So spray oil isn't zero fat, okay? So you got to be aware of that. So when you're like tracking calories and stuff, you got to understand that oil is oil. It's 10 calories per gram, roughly. So our serving size is 45 calories per 5 mils, all right? So
zero oil has, like, it's never going to have no fat.
that's right. So I'm going to use this. So we're going to use this, we're going to spray this up, okay? Just a nice little bed of oil so it crisps on the bottom. Then what we're going to do is we're going to, okay? I'm just going to layer these out. All right, so when they're all laid out, you're going to get your spray again and just spray over the top gently. Then you're going to use some salt, okay? Salt, seasoning, paprika, doesn't matter what you use, not really. But we're going to just use plain salt today. So as Gethin found out the other day, you can actually over salt them as well, right?
Yeah,
So
like, I don't like potatoes, but they were really nice.
yeah, so we're just going to gently go over the top with a bit of potatoes, bit of sugar, salt even, and then we're going to put them in a microwave, okay? So if you can open up the microwave for us, that would be awesome. Okay. So I'm not sure, all microwaves are different, but I know this is going to take about 3 minutes, okay, to start to nearly get there. And it'll take about 6 minutes to be done. Okay, so we've done the first 3 minutes, okay, and if you can see this, they start to get a little bit floppy. Ouch, hot. So what we're going to do is, and some are crispier than others. You can't even see, can you? So some are crispier than others. So what we're going to do is now we're going to just quickly turn them all over, and then pop them back in for another 3 minutes, or until those veins start to get dark.
Midway check, a lot crispier.
So as you can see now, is that when you get in there, you can see that the veins are starting to go brown. So some are kind of a little bit floppy, and that was about another minute in. So what I'm going to do now, carry on for the rest of the 3 minutes, and then you can see that's starting to crisp up now, which is good. And then we'll be done.
Yeah.
All right, so that was 5 minutes all up, and you can see these ones are now looking yum, okay, and they're crispy, okay. And what happens is that when they cool down, they become even crispier, okay, which is cool. So now we're going to do the next batches that we've got, and then we'll show you what the finished product looks like at the end. So we're all done with our chips. Do you want to come and have a look? Okay, so our chips are all done. I just want to show you. I put them on some parchment, okay, and I'm going to show you how many grams there are. There's the whole, was it 360 grams of potatoes, was it we used?
356.
356. And you can see that they condensed to 67 grams, okay? But there's still tons of chips here, isn't there? Okay, so we just have a taste test, is it? See how they taste. So pop this here like that. Let's have a look. Okay, cool. So
Go for this big one.
go for that one here. So they're actually not bad. Crunchy, tasty. Okay. So I put the calories up on there. Not quite sure off the top of my head, but it's not going to be a huge amount. And what I'll do if I can, I think I might have some cheeky chips in the cupboard. I'll compare the two amounts and show you the different calories of the ones of the comparison. And this will be a way better option for you if you're trying to lose weight, be on a diet. It does take a bit of effort. At the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever, okay? Are they exactly the same as your Bluebird's crinkle cuts?
No.
No. Are they a good substitute?
But they're worth it.
They're a good substitute. So anyway, that's it. I'll pop the calories up somewhere. I'll compare the other two in the last kind of slide of the video. You can give it a nudge. Let me know how you go. Leave a comment down below if you like them, if you try them. And we'll see you on the next video. Alright team, so I'm going to put the comparisons up on the screen, okay? So bearing in mind, I used 300 and something odd grams of potatoes to make those 60 grams of chips, okay? And if you're going to buy these ones from the supermarket, okay, these ones here are 322 grams, 322 calories per 60 gram serve, and mine were 246. There's a 76 calorie difference between the two, okay? It doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're trying to lose weight, okay, what you got to understand is you only need to cut out 200 to 300 calories a day from your diet. So eating those healthy chips there will help you create a 76 to 100 calorie deficit. That's one thing done. You then have to do 100 calories from walking and 100 calories from something else, and that is the extent of your diet. That is all it needs to be. It doesn't have to be crazy, okay? But what you're going to find is when you're going to pack it like this, okay, in comparison, you're not going to eat just 60 grams. You're going to keep on eating until the whole thing is gone, okay? That's what happens. But when you have to prepare it, like what I've just done, that's it. It's then going to take you another 20 minutes to make another batch, okay? And you're not going to do that because once you've eaten it, it's done, it's gone. You're probably not going to be bothered to spend another 20 minutes making your chips. It puts you in control as opposed to this controlling you, okay? And that's really what it comes down to. If you don't buy this stuff in the first place, you're not going to eat it, but you may buy some potatoes that you can then turn into a healthier version of crisps, okay? So it's the whole process that goes with it, because you're not going to, I know that I can sit through and eat a whole bag of these quite easily, as most people can. They're designed for that. They're designed to be like that, okay? The food companies spend a lot of money on trying to make them taste more-ish, so you eat more of them. But this way, it's a little bit better, okay? But anyway, that's my food tip Friday. Healthy potato chips done in the microwave. Okay, give it a try, see how you go. And I'll see you on the next video. Take care.